Hey, what's good, y'all? We out here at Lake Murray, about to get in a few hours of fishing. It's currently October 3rd, about 10 a.m. and this video is not going to be a fishing vlog, but I had a lot of you comment under my videos and also DM me personally on Instagram about my float tube setup. So this video is going to be all about my float tube, how I set it up, and the different things that I have to make it so I'm out on the water and I can enjoy myself, I can record, I can do all those different things. Now, just a little disclaimer, mostly everything that I have on my float tube wasn't my own design. I followed other YouTubers, and along the way you kind of make things your own. Now, is it perfect? No, but it works for me. And so, man, take what you learn on YouTube and make it your own. That's the beauty of learning something, the beauty of seeing what somebody does. And it's okay to copy, it's okay to do those things, but at the same time it's okay to also make it your own. We're gonna start with the float tube itself. It is the Cumberland float tube. Now, this float tube has since been discontinued, so you can't buy one brand new, but if you go on Facebook, OfferUp, all that good stuff, you can find one. Mine has been through the ringer. As you can tell, I lost the cap here because the original one is black, but thankfully West Marine and Chula Vista has replacement ones. So if you're looking for one, they're pretty much universal. So if you have a different float tube and you need a cap as well, it will work definitely. And so that's the float tube, the Cumberland float tube. Really good. I bought mine on Facebook Marketplace like a year and a half ago for like 80 bucks. Super good deal, super cheap. It's one of the older models, but man, it's done me justice. One of the bladders on the left side, this side, you know, has a tiny hole somewhere, so it deflates. Not a lot, like it's not enough to where I'm scared to go in the water. It's enough to where I have one of these on board at all times, which I recommend for everyone to, you know, have you a small hand pump that you can take with you on the water, just because you never know, you know, what's going to happen. You never know if all of a sudden, you know, it might start losing air, and it's always good for safety reasons to have one of those, and to, you know, if need be, stop somewhere, dock somewhere, and put some air in and go back on the water. So for me, man, when I go out for 6-7 hours, by like 3 or 4 hours in, my right side, which is your left, it starts to deflate, and so I need to stop and I put air in it. Even in the middle of the water I can put air in it because it's like a little pump, and I think you guys seen me do that in some of my videos. But yeah, always good to have a hand pump handy just in case something ever happens. You got that. Of course, you always want some water too, so make sure you have some water. But let's go with my fins. These are my favorite. These are the Bucks bags. You see it right there, fins. They've worked for me. Funny story is, about a year and a half ago I had bought some, and I was float tubing, and then one of them came off, and the other one, I don't even know where it went. And so this is my second pair of Bucks bags, but they're super durable, not super heavy. The one I have is made for boot waders. So obviously you know that there are waders that you can have just the socks, but there's also waders that you can have the boot. I prefer the boot waders because I can get out of the water, take it off, and I'm good to go. I can start walking. I can wear my waders in the car, and I can, you know, walk over rocks if I got to use the bathroom, you know, all these different things. You know, it's all one piece. And so these waders are the, you see it there, the Bass Dash from Amazon. Super cheap. I think they're like $140, $150. Now, you're like, super cheap, Ricky. That's not super cheap. Well, compared to some you can buy for $400, $500, these have done me justice. I don't have any holes. It's been a year and a half, and trust me, I beat it up. Like, I'm climbing through stuff. You see my videos. I'm going through the river and going through just trees and brushes and all different things, bushes, and I'm getting, you know, sticks caught up in my waders and stuff like that. But till this day, there's no holes. I'm super warm and I'm super good. And so if you need a pair of waders, get these Bass Dash waders. So we got the float tube, we got the fins, and then we got the waders. Okay, next step is what we're gonna do is this right here. Now, again, not my original design, but I kind of took it and made it my own. As you can see, when you buy this float tube, originally it has this little foam divider that you put there that keeps the float tube kind of separate when you're in the water, so you're not like bowing in. And you know, it works well, and it's pretty cool. But man, I've really enjoyed having this on there. It is, this thing right here is just a shoe rack that I'll link in the bio from Ikea. It was 10 bucks. And then from Home Depot, you can get, you know, some PVC and some screws and stuff like that. And, you know, mount it. I made some holes here, so if there's water gets in, the water kind of leaks through. And again, I'll link the original YouTuber who I copied and did this from. Super clutch, really enjoyed it. But yeah, but now it goes like this, right? And now you got like a little, you know, working space that you can have all your tackle, have your phone. There's times where I'm out here for 6-7 hours, so I bring some food, and whenever I'm taking a break, I'll put my food on there and I'll eat, all that stuff. Super cool to have. You can have your phone there, whatever you need you can put there, but super clutch. And again, all it is an Ikea shoe, like to put your shoes on when they're dirty, and some pipe, you know, and then some screws. Nothing crazy. You can drill some holes so the water gets out, and yeah, you're good to go. Cool. The last thing is, we got here the rod holder. Again, not my original design. Actually, a friend helped me do this, but he got it from another guy on YouTube that I'll link down below. But all it is some black ABS pipe, nothing too crazy. I do recommend that you buy the cement and cement all the pieces once you have it the way you kind of want it, so water doesn't get in. Because if you don't cement it, what starts to happen is, you know, when you go out there, water gets in, it loosens it up, it starts coming apart, and you don't want that. But let me put this on the side so you can kind of see. These birds are loud, I apologize. But all I got are these stainless steel carabiners on both sides. There's, on my float tube, it has these two little hook points that you can, you know, grab it. Stainless steel so it doesn't rust, you know. And then the bottom, to keep it more stable, just these bungees. These are the 10-inch bungees that clip to right there. Some more points, that way it doesn't go anywhere. But man, super durable. Again, you can make it your own, you can add more, take away, you know. It's super simple. You just come right here, boom, you know, you got your stuff. My GoPro, depending on the angle, I'll put it up here to have like a wider angle, or I'll put it, you know, one of these to have it closer. And that's kind of how I record, depending on where we're fishing, what we're fishing, stuff like that. Again, if you want this Cumberland float tube, I'm sure on OfferUp or Facebook you can find one, probably for like 120 bucks. Some people have them for a little bit higher because now they're discontinued, but even anything under 200 is a really good deal, especially if it's the newer model. And yeah, I'm a pretty big dude, about 275, 280, solid muscle. Look, just kidding. Nah, I love to eat, but, and you know, only like up to my top of my knees get wet. Not inside, obviously, but like my waders, like to right here. And so it keeps me elevated pretty well. Even with like one of my floaties being deflated, you know, it still keeps me elevated. But yeah, guys, that is a float tube setup. I appreciate you guys watching. Any other questions, go ahead and let me know down below. I'll link everything. I'll try my best. And if I don't for some reason, again, comment down below or message me on Instagram and I'll put it, or I'll send it to you. But I'll try my best to link everything. My waders, my fins, the little divider thing, with the shoe rack from Ikea, and then the 2 videos of the 2 YouTubers that I copied. Yeah, guys, appreciate it. About to get in the water and get some fish, and you'll probably see that vlog next. Peace. Yo, last thing is the beauty of being able just to put the float tube in your car, fully inflated. Obviously, you can deflate it if you like, but I have a Subaru Crosstrek and it fits pretty nicely. But yeah, super simple, nothing crazy. Close it. Appreciate you guys watching, and yeah man, make sure to subscribe, like, share with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one.